everyone. So I never tend to do this, but I thought it would be appropriate, which is record this get ready with me early, edit and upload on the same day. So I know this is going up a lot later than usually what my uploads are, but I don't know. I felt like it'd be more relevant to like record my get ready with me process for my birthday and upload it on my birthday. I don't know. It's still going on a Thursday, so technically that technically still counts, even though you might not see it on Thursday, but that's okay. So today is the day I turn 24, which means I'm officially in my mid-20s, and I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm grateful in the sense that I'm theoretically in a good spot. It may not feel like a great spot right now, and I'm specifically talking about like school and stuff, just because I always kind of struggled with the idea about wanting to go, and I'm finally here, and that's great for me, even though I don't see that quite yet. Like I love what I'm learning. It definitely is like stressful. I'm very stressed, and my body has different ways of showing me that, but it's good. And also, like, yes, I still have mascara because I was wearing other makeup today and I didn't want to take everything off to put it back on, so I just left the mascara, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I thought about like maybe doing like 24 things that I've learned, but I didn't have time to think about it, to be frank. I've just been so busy. It's been so hectic. I just finished round 1 of midterms yesterday, and round 2 starts next week, which is very unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. I picked a hard major. I could have picked an easy major and not have to deal with it, but then I don't think I'd be enjoying it as much, if that makes sense. Yes. But I just want to share a little bit of a life update and, you know, things that I have learned. So one of the things I've learned in these 24 years of life is that I don't have time to waste on people that I don't want to waste time on. I feel like my audience all tends to be around like this age or older. Sure, there might be a couple young ones, but I think it's important to note that don't waste time on people that you're not interested in. And I know that sounds like really bad. I'm saying like still be civil, still like tolerate people even if you don't like them, but don't try to force like a fake friendship or like, you know, like yes, connections is important, but you don't have to be fake, and you don't have to be friends with someone to have a connection later on in life. And I see that in some people that are younger being here in college, and they stress out about it, and I stand every time, like I stand where I stand in the fact that I'm like, you know, don't waste time on it. Like, you're only doing them a disfavor by making them believe something that you're not interested in. So I think that's really important. I've also learned how to be like myself as well, like truly be myself. I feel like before I used to have like this persona, or I would try to like come off a certain way and then slowly let like my real personality out, or start like a friendship right off the bat. But like it just doesn't work like that anymore. What's gonna happen is gonna happen, and you just gotta let things be. And you know, why are you gonna waste time pretending to be something that you're not? Like, I think we all try to be better versions of ourselves, but sometimes we tend to overdo it, and once we get comfortable it starts to come out, and then people can get shocked a little bit to be like, well, what happened to this person? And that's where the whole thing of like people change comes, like when people change into different people. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but I'm just saying like a lot of it probably stems from pretending to be something that you're not, and I just don't do that anymore, and I learned to not do that anymore either. I don't really know what I want to do for my makeup. But yeah, I think those are like the two biggest things that I have learned in my 24 years of life. So, birthday plans. My roommates were so sweet. Gloria and Angelica, they baked cupcakes and cookies, and they somehow snuck past me to go get me a little treat basket while I was in class this morning, and when I came back they surprised me, and that really just warmed my heart so much, because I don't know, I feel like sometimes I believe things are bigger in my head than they actually are, and I've learned to like accept that sometimes I overplay things in my head when it's really not that big, and then sometimes I do that where I'm like, oh my god, we're like so close and whatever, and several times before, like it wasn't like that in my head, or like it wasn't like that in reality, but it was in my head. But no, they definitely like proved me wrong this morning, where this is like truly like a real friendship, and that just like, I don't know, it makes me so happy, because I don't know what it is. I feel like prior to coming here, it kind of goes back to the, you pretended to be like a different version of yourself, and as soon as you stopped, like those friendships dissipated. As I was saying, I feel like after high school, like I felt like people who I thought were my friends weren't actually my friends, and just those friendships don't exist anymore. So I felt like for the longest time, and the people that I was close to, they ended up moving away for college, and I felt like for the longest time I didn't really have anybody besides my boyfriend, and we're long distance. We were longer distance before I decided to come to school, so it was hard feeling like you didn't have anyone. In my family, like my parents and stuff, were in like a different state, so it was a rough patch like for me for a while, specifically like 2017 and 2018 were really rough, and it's just so different now, and I'm trying to say that without getting like super emotional, because I've been talking to like so many people, and it's just made me like super emotional in like a good way, not like in a bad way, but I'm just like, I can't stop. I'm a Pisces. As soon as we get on our emotional train, we don't stop, we just keep going. So that's what kind of happened. And funny that I say I'm a Pisces is because my other roommate that is new this semester, so a little update on that. If you saw, I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm emotional, okay, right now. Where am I going with this? So if you saw one of my vlogs last semester, I kind of talked about how there was like drama with a roommate who, like, basically she had this different idea of college, but our personalities just like weren't with the rest of the apartment, so she started a little bit of drama. She finally moved out, and then we were supposed to have 6 roommates in the apartment, but we had always been 5, so we got a new person this semester before this new girl moved out. Anyways, context is that she made us all download CoStar, and I feel like so much of it makes sense. Where my moon is Pisces, my sun is a Virgo, and my ascending is a Scorpio. So I think my ascending means like what I come off to people is a Scorpio, and I'm like, here I thought my entire, like, I never believed in like, oh my god, Mercury is in retrograde or blah blah blah. Like, I didn't really like believe in that stuff. Like, I like looking at it, and I like the whole like zodiac thing, but I didn't like really believe in it. But I feel like a lot of it, or at least CoStar, is like very spot on, and I know that tends to like happen when you just mold whatever is going on in your life into like whatever your horoscope says. But I feel like personality wise, like, it has made a lot of sense. You can add me on CoStar if you have CoStar, or if you want to download CoStar. I think it's really neat. I think it really does describe a lot about me in a way where it's like, to people I come off as a Scorpio, and I can so see that, like, that's such a big part of my personality, but deep inside I am like this mushy, like, scared crybaby on the inside. And my boyfriend he's like, you're such a baby sometimes. And I'm just like, it's my Pisces. That's because I'm a Pisces. But anyways, co-star, add me. I will put it down below and up here. Well, I don't know about up here because I'm literally going to have to edit this like so quick to be able to get it up before I have to go to dinner. Which, by the way, for dinner, I'm going to Melting Pot, which is a fondue place, and I freaking love fondue. Gonna come back with a fondue baby in my belly, but that's okay. That's why the gym exists, and that's where I'll be going. And I'm going to fondue with Josh, who is my boyfriend. So, super fun, but I don't know. Like, my day was made the moment that I came home, and Angelica and Gloria had like cupcakes and they baked cookies and they got me like all of my favorite snacks, and it just makes me feel special. But besides today, I feel like it's really the only time I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday. Before, like, it was just a grand old thing because I was working, I had money, and I just wasn't in school, so I could just basically do a lot of things. Definitely not the case. I technically already celebrated my birthday present was going to Seattle from Josh. The next video I'm going to post on Saturday is actually going to be like what I've done for my birthday. So I have clips from Seattle, hopefully I'll get clips from tonight, and I have clips from earlier today, and it's just going to be like a little vlog type of situation. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But like I said, that'll be going up Saturday. And I keep like doing this with this. But that's basically it, because tomorrow I have class, I have a lab, so that takes up a big portion of my day. And then I actually have a job interview right after that because your girl needs money like really badly. So that is that in regards to tomorrow. And then I have a bunch of like homework and studying to do. You know, pretty usual school stuff. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be volunteering at like a science carnival type of thing that my chemistry professor kind of created and is a part of. And it normally happens in the fall time, but because it was during like the California fire time and we actually lived close to the fires, it had to get postponed, and the people who had signed up to do it last semester couldn't do it this semester, so I decided to volunteer and I made Gloria and Angelica sign up. So that's what we're gonna be doing. I had to actually wash my lab coat because if you had a lab coat, they asked to like please bring your lab coat, and I haven't done that, and I really should do that. I'll probably do that tomorrow, and then Sunday I'll just have more studying and homework to do because, again, like I said, the second round of midterms are about to begin. I actually have one on Thursday, and you'll never guess what I'm gonna do, which I'm not very excited about, truthfully, but I am doing it apparently. So next weekend I am going to be going on like a camping trip, and if you know me, or if you can get an idea about me, is that I am not a camper. Straight up, like, no thank you. Not a fan. So Renee, why are you going on this camping thing? Because it's an assignment for a class, and it's literally gonna be like Sunday to Monday, so I'm missing like all my Monday classes, which this is one of my Monday classes. But the two professors that I have that day are friends, and they're both in this bio department, and they understand about this trip. But do you want to know what the worst thing is? It's not sleeping, and this is just my opinion. If you love it, like, good for you, because I could never. I just don't. Besides sleeping and sleeping bags and all that stuff, which I have to order one from Amazon because nobody I know owns a sleeping bag, is that there's gonna be no showering. Yeah, if I am like super hygienic, like, hello, a big part of this channel is Bath and Body Works products. I enjoy my shower time. What do you mean we're not showering? And we're gonna be hiking and you expect us to not shower? I wish I could say back out of this trip, but literally as I had already said yes, then they were like, oh yeah, no showers, and I'm gonna be like, oh no honey. But also I don't want to do the work that you have to do if you don't go on this trip. So baby wipe shower it is. But you know, if you watch my channel, you know I hate using wipes because they're super wasteful, because it's a one-time thing. But in the name of science, I'm gonna do it because I cannot, you cannot let me go like 3 full days without showering. Like, that's, no, I can't, sorry. Like, I'm gonna have to, I will invest in the bougiest baby wipes that are compostable. I will wait until I compost them myself, but I'm gonna be clean. So I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to myself because I'm gonna have to, like, I can't not shower. Like, no, do you want me to get like a UTI or something from, no. So that makes me really, not excited, not looking forward to this that much, truthfully, but when am I ever gonna get this opportunity to do it again? Never. Even though, is it really an opportunity? Probably not. Literally just lost my train of thought because my mom called me to say happy birthday, and I was gonna take that call, obviously. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with my eyeshadow. It just wants to be patchy over here, and I'm like, of course when it's like something special, it really just doesn't want to work with you. So I'm kind of, I don't know what to do. I don't really have the time to start over if I want to get this up, so just gonna roll with it. It's gonna be dark anyways, right? Yeah, it's just my boyfriend. He see me without makeup, right? Yeah. Speak of the devil, he's calling me again. Hello?
Babe.
Yes?
Where are you meeting at the train station?
It depends at what time you get here.
To the train station.
It depends.
And then you can park your car at the train, and then I'll drive us to the melting pot, and then we can come back and leave my car at the train.
What?
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 What do you mean, what?
What?
They released Soapwax audition.
They what?
They released Sophia Wackerman's audition early. I just watched it. They released it an hour ago.
Did you already watch it?
Yeah. It's annoying though because like this early release, they only like show her singing like for like 5 seconds.
So, I have to remind myself to cut off a bit of that conversation, but my boyfriend called to talk about American Idol because this girl we used to compete with in high school when we were in show choir is in the season's top 20. Her name is Sophia. We call her Sofwack because that's what her Instagram always was when we would compete against each other, and she's really good, and we've been waiting for her, like, her audition to release, or for them to like release her audition, and I guess it wasn't, they like hardly showed anything in regards to her singing, but she is top 20, so yeah. Kind of it's interesting to see people that like you somewhat kind of know, like you've had an interaction but not enough to change anyone's life interaction, to see that they're going on and doing great things. Good for her. I'm really happy. She really deserves it. If you are an American Idol watcher, definitely watch it. Unfortunately, apparently they didn't really release her audition, but you can support her when it goes live. And my only affiliation with her is that we used to compete. She apparently had an interaction with my boyfriend, not like that type of interaction. Like, I think they like had a minute conversation, and everyone at my high school that was in the show choir portion was obsessed with her. There's always someone, like, every year there's someone that you were obsessed with, but she was like a soloist ever since she was young. Or not ever since she was young, ever since she was a freshman. So every year, like, they saw her, and yeah, she wasn't my year. I got to see her like perform like twice, maybe, or like competed against her twice. But I think my boyfriend actually competed with her like 3 times, and yeah. That's all I really have to say about that. I'm not really a big American Idol person myself. I'm more like a Voice person, but even then, I don't really watch it. I don't watch TV. And that's my tidbit with that. I have this lovely zit that has just decided to be on my face for the last couple of days, and I feel like the size is not reduced whatsoever. It is, a cystic zit because I've been pretty stressed, and I feel like I'm just so bloated and so ballooned up, and I didn't know you can even gain more weight in college even though you already gained the weight. Does that make sense? Even though I feel like I'm not eating terrible, but it's just my weight doesn't want to change. I've gotten my thyroid checked, and I don't know what it is. So I just feel not my best, but you know, I'm going to Portugal, so we have to get a Portugal body. Definitely going to the gym tomorrow to work off my food baby, my fondue baby. Gotta eat some more cupcakes because they put so much work into it. Literally contradicting how I'm like, I'm so bloated, blah blah blah, but whatever, it's my birthday, okay? I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to do whatever I want, but then I'm complaining about it, and that's where it's very contradictory. Do you know what I mean? Jelly bean. I don't really have much else to talk about now that I think about it. I've been watching Hannah Montana on Disney Plus. That has been like my special treat to like just not think about school. I don't know, I've mentioned it before, where I go through like weird phases, whether I'll just watch YouTube videos, or I'll just like binge watch a show, or like I'll just watch movies. But right now I feel like I've seen all the YouTube content that I've wanted. Like, I'll still occasionally watch videos, but I'm definitely more into watching shows right now. And when I'm like really busy, like school wise, I try to like rewatch shows instead of like watching shows that are new, because if they're new, I'll get hooked, and then I will only pay attention to that instead of my schoolwork. But if I already kind of know what happens, like 30 minutes is fine. So like, after I had the horrible week of 3 midterms in like a span of 2 days, I did not do anything that weekend. All I did was watch a new show, and I binge watched most of it. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. It's on Amazon Prime. Super funny. It's definitely people with a certain type of sense of humor, and it's definitely mine. But I can't keep watching it because I will just start binging it, and those episodes are like an hour long. But something like Hannah Montana, it really just like, you go back and you're like, wow, this is so dumb. But it really just helps like take your mind off of it, and it just takes your mind off of life. And you're just like, okay, that was 30 minutes out of my day that I was happy and not stressing out about school. And that's great in my eyes, because at least like I got some entertainment out of it, because sometimes when you just do nothing, you'll feel bad about not doing anything, but at least I got some entertainment out of it. And it was worth it, you know? I was doing stuff while I was watching it, so I was multitasking, and multitasking is great. Wasn't doing really schoolwork stuff, because then that's counterintuitive, but We all know what I mean. But I'm mostly, I think, done. I just have a couple touches, and then I'll start editing this video and upload it for you guys before I have to go meet my boyfriend to go. Okay, so basically did all the last finishing touches. Thank you everyone who's wished me a happy birthday even before this video went up, or like even if you already saw the last video where I said today was gonna be my birthday, you guys have already wished me a happy birthday. That really just means so much to me that there's people that really care about me that are like internet friends. I really appreciate like all of you guys and all of the sweet comments that you guys leave. Like I said, on Saturday I'm kind of be doing like a what I did for my birthday, and I have foundation all over my lips. Lovely. And then on Tuesday we'll go back to our regular scheduled programs, and let me know if there's anything you want to see so I can put that down in my schedule of things to film and put up for you guys. But obviously I'm not going to be going in my tie-dye shirt and clipped hair. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye!